The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality. Bakushi thinks he's won the game, but he didn't count on a pinch hitter.
All is continuous vibration, always in motion. Conductor of energy, a salt in the ocean. Serpent is the sine wave, polarities interwoven. A chemical sorcery, elixirs and potions. Resonant frequencies, molecular explosions. Your daily programs is heavy doses of hypnosis. People walk around blind even though their eyes are open. No time for ideological salesmen with biblical notions. That box in your room, televised lies through your vision. It doesn't matter your race, status, or religion. No longer have to beat you when your mind is locked in prison. That food is filled with toxins, it's why you can't think clear. Illusion of choice is your option while keeping all in fear. Load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here. I said load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here.
We ain't in the same place or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
In the instant, I changed the mission with photosynthesis. Witness the synthesis, ripping endless on instruments. Feel the frequency, energy off this Hennessy synergy. Literally those that take us to infinity. Reading articles, all is horrible, calling audibles. I'm remarkable, I shot a fed at a carnival. Dust and particles, follicles gon' be everywhere. Heavy pair of some pistols, I shot them holding that teddy bear. Fuck the system, let's keep it simple, let's raise the temple. Make them triple while you're going to where they all assemble. Not Avengers, I'm the Avenger, I seek the injure. Kept my temper till I stuck the hidden blade up in her. Fuck the ruler, here's what they doing to you. Poison water in the food is what you put into you. I'm the shooter with new maneuvers. Caught back to Ruger, super trooper. He is gonna need a pooper scooper. The revenge of Montezuma. Rocking my Pumas, uppercut like a Kuma, sending you straight to Luna. Cosmic verses from universes on new excursions, emerging the virgin. I pull the back, the iron curtain. War leaders are war eaters, born cheaters, war sneakers, rearrange their core features. Born reaper, hurricane, the sword keeper. Form ether, burn all of the mold geezers. Up in government, parliament, bitch, I'm tarnishing arguments. Ain't no bargaining, throw a bomb in the audience. I'm the guardian, strange you all in the cardigan. Rearrange the universe, I am the artisan.
We ain't in the same place or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
As a king, fighting the spirit of Mesa King, vibing to my queen, playing the tambourine while I'm eating the tangerine. My plasma was replaced with gasoline. Got the blood of the Elohim manifesting through a dream, a shit you never seen. I got the eyes of Medusa and the hands of Wolverine. Astral project with my inner being. We locked in the inner ring, hoping the Anunnaki intervene. While the world is under siege, they got an abyss under the sea, living underneath. Lightning struck me standing under a tree while I was crumbling weed, and an angel swooped down, put me under her wing. Now she shields me from my desires the devil brings. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality.
What's good? No. Still trying to learn this. Waiting to see if StreamYard is gonna try to. I don't know what happened, man. I have my my assumptions here. It's either a certain individual hacked my shit and erased everything, or my contract ended. If StreamYard charges me, there's going to be a big problem with this person. Anyway, How do I take this off? There we go. Nope, not that either. Come on. Anyway, fuck it. I was watching Knowledge Uprising stream this morning, and it was a good stream. Damn, that could have been a problem. I had fucking headphones on. So, do people, what do you think? Do you think, I forgot what the question Knowledge Uprising had. See, it never fails. People always call me when I'm on here. All right. At least it didn't kick me out. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the live stream. There was a question about consciousness. What's up, Bex? And I forgot how the question went. Do you believe you project your own anyway, fuck that question. I was gonna do a thing on Bigfoot yesterday. I was listening to a lot of stories about these encounters with these Bigfoots. And this one story where the Bigfoot kept leaving this guy trinkets and shit. And he lived out in Washington, I think. Washington State. Near the Canadian border. In the middle of the fucking nowhere. And then things would come and visit him and leave him stuff. And they were pretty intelligent because they were carving stuff that no human could carve. I mean, it's not like these Bigfoots got fucking machines out there carving this shit. The guy said it looked like it was carved by a machine and it was polished and everything. And I'm like, so he left a bowl he carved with some apples and they kept trading these things. It would leave him like a skull that was whatever with stuff carved into it, a deer skull. And I'm thinking, yeah, he wants to trade. They want to trade for some of his livestock. You know what I mean? They don't want apples. But he said he felt like they kept trading for weeks on end. And then he basically felt like they were asking him to come to their place, I guess, where they live. And he denied. And from that point on, they stopped leaving shit. Everything he gave to them in a trade, he found the next morning scattered and broken everywhere. I said, oh, you're fucked. I wouldn't be scared to meet one of these Bigfoot, but I also wouldn't go up to it and fucking try to hug it like you see some of these fucking ding dongs trying to hug a moose. Like, who the fuck does that, man? You gotta love Mother Nature. I get it, but I ain't hugging no bear or moose or nothing like that. Sasquatch. I took some screenshots of pictures people allegedly got from cameras they left out, but you know, I hear a lot of these stories that these things could disappear at the drop of a dime. And the guy was saying, like, luminescence in the night, they had these things, these orbs. And it made me think of that video I seen of them giants in the mountains, how they had cloaking technology. But how the fuck would a Bigfoot get cloaking technology? They might be intelligent, but I don't think they're that intelligent. So where they're building technology. Maybe. I doubt it, though. Let's see. I'm pretty much not just talking about flat earth and globe. Even though I could demolish the globe in 2 seconds. I want to pay for this restream, but I'm also making sure these fuckers don't fucking keep taking money out of my account. The coast of South America and Falkland Islands, south of Argentina, claim to have seen a race of giants. Now we're talking. These giants supposedly had long hair and reddish-brown skin and were aggressive towards the crew. Well, yeah, you'd be fucking hunting them. It's funny, people kill me when they be like, oh, the bear mauled us. Yeah, stop fucking hunting them, and maybe they won't maul you to pieces. The Dutch claim to have shot 3 of the giants dead with their muskets before the giants finally retreated to shore. That's what so-called white people do. They don't understand something and they'll shoot it. They Wertz, I don't know this word, claims that the sighting of giants were totally unusual for the region. That ain't true, as Magellan also first recorded sightings in 1520 in the Strait of San Julian. So that's the name of it, San Julian. Then they changed it to the Magellan Strait. So that's what I mean. They be changing names, and it's hard to find stuff in the past, because the names are constantly changing. So it was also claimed that Magellan captured 2 male giants as specimens to return to Europe. That's fucked up, man. But the giants died en route. I don't see how. They should have ate Magellan. These creatures were supposedly over 3 meters tall. Many others included Francis Drake. So hold on. If these giants died, wouldn't they take back the fucking bodies? These creatures were supposedly over 3 meters tall. many others including Francis Drake, Pedro Sarmiento, Tome Hernandez, and Anthony Nievet claim to have seen giants in the Straits of Magellan, with the last sightings have been at Cabo Vergines in 1764 by Commodore John Fullweather Jack Byron. Expedition is the only one to have claimed to have witnessed aggressive behavior on behalf of the giants. I'm gonna find that video fucking John Levy got with the technology, and these people were in the mountains recording these people walking with cloaking technology. Anyway. I gotta do my experiment soon. This is it. See, this is what I mean. I put down blemmies on maps and they give me 6 websites and that's it. When I used to, if I put that in 7-8 months ago, I'd get thousands of websites. I think they're scrubbing all this shit out of here. It don't make sense. It don't make no fucking sense, man. They're gonna fucking end up erasing a lot of this shit so they could rewrite history again. Imagine a Blemmy walking up to you in the woods and they got eyes on their chest where their nipples are supposed to be. That's funny. The fuck is this? What's up, Craig? Bigger body makes a stinkier, rotten corpse. Yeah, that's true. I was thinking that right off the bat. But if they really wanted evidence to show the queen or something, yeah, I guess. It probably took longer to travel too. And they couldn't take pictures. I don't know. I would have dealt with the funk. Where's the black people in these pictures? Or the Spanish people? It's always... Anyway. It must have been real racist back then. Segregated, which is pretty lame. Hey. That wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway. Trying to find some stuff on these Bigfoots from the 1800s. I found that book that I want to read. I showed a picture of it. Let's see. Mundus Subterraneus. I'm gonna do a reading with this book. It's in Latin, but I found a book that pretty much translates it. And a lot of this is starting to happen too. I'll go to a map and I'll press it to go to the website and it no longer exists. I don't know, man. A lot of this has been happening, and I don't like it. Let's see if I can find this. Wikipedia is the best way to find maps. AI mode? I don't want AI mode. Alternate ass. Oh. AI is not even intelligent. Here we go. What's the name of this map? Ribeiro, 1529. Or shall I say 529? I'm going to see if I could share my screen on this. Let's see. Oh, this is disappointing, man. For fucking 5,000 pixels, you can't even read the fucking... Man, what's up with everyone today? You guys are pretty fucking quiet. 5,895 pixels, and you can't even see the fucking writing. It's a fucking disappointment. Oh no, hold up. What's up, Mark? Imagine. Charles V. Now we're talking. He was a Holy Roman. He was an Archduke from Austria. Oh, that's where Hitler was from. Austria, fake ass German. The Holy Roman Empire. So they're the ones who conquered my people. Germany attempts at the colonization of the Americas. The Conference of Bajad. I can't even say that. Yeah. What's this? Ferdinand Magellan. What a joke that guy is. See, that's weird on this map. In these maps, America is only half done. That's odd. And there's a lot of mounds on this map in America. And they're all in Mexican. Tierra de Alen or something. De Estiva Gomez. Wow, this is interesting. Tierra de Garay. It's all up the East Coast. It's all in like Spanish. Very interesting here. Considering what we've been told. It's not adding up at all. What's this? Nah, fuck that. Babylon. What are they babbling about in Babylon? What's up, Tommy? How's everybody doing today? But I guess it can't be that bad considering we woke up. Could be worse. You know, I'm disappointed in Master P. I was looking at his chips that he got for sale. I looked at the ingredients and it says made with geoengineered product. I said, man, Master P, man. I should email them. What's going on, P? You fucking selling poison? Motherfucker. Oh, this. Here we go. I'm gonna probably have a new track coming out within the next 2 days. Not probably, I will. I gotta put my verse down today. I finished putting it together. I'm working on writing so much that I never got a reply, I don't think, from Boston Ray, so that's out the picture. So it's all right. To be honest, I didn't expect them to answer back. Maybe he did and I just didn't see it, but you know, I figured if he was to answer back, he would come here and tell me. I put something in his comments and I haven't looked. I don't know. Maybe some people just think they're on a different platform. I don't know. But I tell you one thing, Boston Ray's got skills on the mic. Yeah, always trying to stay well. It gets tougher every day. Every day it's something new to pull me down. But the fucking devil himself couldn't pull me down. You know, I think when I tell people that I'm God, I think they think I'm saying I'm the creator, which in a way we are. I think we're just extensions of the creator, but when I say I'm God, I just mean the controller of my own life. But I never realized how many people get offended when I say I am God. I said that to a few Catholic and Christian friends, and that's blasphemous. They were pretty offended. And sometimes it's just sad that people can't see further than that. They can't see past the book. They can't. It's like a horse with blinders on. Oh, no wonder. You know what's wild? If you ever look at maps, scamming, why you say that? It's all fun and games until you don't have toilet paper. Use your sock. And then, like Old Dirty Bastard said, turn it inside out. If you look at these old maps, Australia is the same. It's like almost the same outline is Antarctica. It's crazy, man. I can't even believe people really think we're on a ball. And there's no disrespect to no one. I'm not. If that's what they think, that's fine. I don't want people to think I'm like trying to down them. No, I'm downing the model. Why you say that, Tommy? What do you mean by it? Some of his videos are good. I like when he puts his boots to the ground and goes out and looks at stuff in Boston. I've been to Boston 4 times in my life, maybe 5. I can remember there being cobblestone streets. I've been to Fenway Park 3 times, but that was a long time ago. I was 9, 10, and 11 when I went the 3 times with my aunt. He took Ceiling Fan Man for a big run after helping him out huge. I don't know who Ceiling Fan Man is, but no, Boston Ray pops in here every now and then. He doesn't stay though. I've offered him to come up. And then I just recently offered him to do a song with him to spit some knowledge, but that's all right. I'm not going to cry about it. It is what it is. There's plenty of other people that have talent. There's lots of talent in these communities. I've always wanted to make an album with just people in the community. Well, obviously, because I don't know anyone in the industry, but I wouldn't want to do no tracks with people in the industry anyway, for the most part. Yeah, I might have to look at Ceiling Fan Man's. Can you drop his link by any chance? Check his stuff out if he has content. Anyway, this sucks. look something else up. I'm trying to find something interesting to talk about here. I tried to look for Bigfoots on old maps, but I am so far not finding anything. Let's see if I can find any books from the 1800s on underworld civilizations. That would be cool. I gotta start going to see, I like this better. When you put a link down, I don't have to go to fucking YouTube to hit the link like StreamYard makes you do. I could do it from right here. Oops. Or maybe not. I thought it let me do it before. Oh, maybe not. It's alright. Oops, I spoke too soon. Hold on, I'll go to YouTube. Alright, that's taken care of. Wow, he's got almost 5,000 subbers. That's cool. Let me check some of his content out. So I got this illustration of Egyptian underworld. This map. I'm gonna download that and then keep looking. Oh yeah, Tommy, you're the one that said you read this book, right? Yeah. I can't wait to dive in. Because these 1800 books are the shit, man. They're packed with true information. You know, maybe not everything is true, but when Dom said the other day, burn all books, I was thrown back by that. I mean, everyone has their own opinion or viewpoint, and I get it. You know, people are basically, when you're reading a book, you're looking into the mind of others because they're projecting their mind or opinions on something they read. But for the most part, you're also looking through someone else's eyes, but whatever. I guess that's how you perceive it, how you take it in. Oh yeah, the Book of Giants, and it also shows a picture here of a huge fucking tree. So yeah, whether people think there was Titan trees or not, I sure as fuck know there were Titan trees because the evidence is right in our physics. Yeah, you were the one, Tommy, that said you read it. Who's Brian Staveley? Oh yeah, I think you did give me something on a Brian Staveley. Did I? I don't know. I'll write that down. Here it is. Let me send this to my phone so I can show you guys the Titan tree. I mean, this fucking tree is at the North Pole for sure. See, when I watched the movie, the first one, Avatar, it made me angry, man. Very angry. And the whole time when I first seen the movie, I didn't really comprehend that they were talking about our realm here. Now, the people who came in with the machines and stuff, I always wondered why they would get in that machine and why the person had to fucking, it was almost like they didn't have a soul. And that's why they had to, like, to come to this world, they had to go on a machine and put their self into a fucking, an avatar. Who watched the movie and remember that part? I was thrown off by that. So maybe some of these people are soulless. Who's Brian Staveley? I don't even know what that is. What's this? The Book of Enoch? Oh. Ew. That's a fucked up picture. Hey. What happened here? Please don't feed the ghosts. Oh my God. What's wrong with these people? Yo, this picture is diabolical, y'all. If I showed this picture, Jesus, you might have to pray for looking at this thing. I'm gonna send it. This is some diabolical shit here. They're sawing someone in half in this old picture from the 1700s. Man, sometimes I just want to be like, fuck this system and go live off grid. But it's not as easy as said than done, you know. Living off grid is not a simple task if you weren't raised and taught to live off grid. You could fucking die out there, especially in the winter. I watch this kid's channel. He's a kid to me, a child, I mean, a young man. He's in his 20s. He lives off grid. I forgot the name of his channel. But he's doing it, and I give him props, because it's not easy, like I said. Don't feed the ghost. You know, I've tried to find the Book of Giants book, but I want a good book. Like, when I look up the Book of Giants, there's like 70 versions. I just want the best, the original. You know, I don't want these. So many other people are like biting the Book of Giants. I just want the original Book of Giants. Moses 6 and 7, the Book of Giants. He's the big Mandela man, which I'm not buying into very much. No one understands marketing and printing presses. See, the thing about Mandela effect is all they're doing is changing things on the fucking computers. That's it. It's not just like, it's nothing that big. I mean, there's a lot of things like the Fruit of the Looms. I wore Fruit of the Looms. I remember the cornucopia on it. I remember Monopoly Man having that thing in his eye. I remember all those things. They definitely were there. But that's just being changed. That's all. It's not nothing. It's like some people take it way too far. But yeah, I love reading about the Giants because I think they still exist too. And on these outer lands, and that's why they don't want us going to these outer lands. You know, there could be a war going on too. I've heard they have movies sometimes, and military people tell their parents that they are dead and they died in action, but they really erased their existence here, and they go to fight in these, on other planets. They say in these movies, but it's really probably outer lands. Dude, what's going on here? Why isn't this loading? Oh. Well, that makes sense now, doesn't it? The Manchian universe. Magical changes that can't happen. Why are they magical though? You know AI could take a movie and change what's being said in it. I've seen people do videos of that plenty of times. I think they're doing that shit to fuck with us. That's all. And then telling us we're in, that it never happened, just to drive people fucking crazy. Some people say we're in another dimension. Who knows? I'm not saying we are or not, but I sure know after 9/11, a lot of things felt different. And I know there were no fucking planes either. That's a fucking phys act. Lived with Karen B. What the fuck? I thought he meant like a Karen for real, like. All right, I'm trying to find. A lot of these Tibetan Buddhist drawings are off the chain, man. That shit again. I forgot that guy's name who sent politicians laptops for gifts. And in the laptop, he like put something in there, so when they would like go into their laptop and do anything, he would be able to see it. He like put something in there, hacked in, so he could like watch them. And he said the shit he found out, man, that he said 99% of politicians are all controlled by the fucking these Mexican overlords or whatever you want to call them. um, and the drug dealing and all that stuff. And I've been on that, but because even JP Morgan, you know how many times his ships have gotten busted for cocaine and heroin? Like, they don't magically just appear on his ships. And, you know, the captain's going to get blamed. But, yeah, those are the biggest drug dealers, is our own politicians. And then they got a nerve to act like they're fighting the war on drugs. And also, I can only imagine the other stuff he found in their computers, like child type shit. Like, and he's supposedly dead now. Now, I don't know how true all this stuff is, but yeah. She's been grifting off of Flat Earth since the beginning. She's in Flat Earth Core member. Total scammers. The only problem I have with a lot of flat earthers, I'm kind of a flat earther, but I don't go around like singing it. Is they like a lot of stuff they teach, they put on the table as like they've been to this ice wall. And I've always had an issue with that part. Nobody that's a flat earther has been to Antarctica, and that's why that dude used Antarctica. Well, I forgot his name. Jaron, whatever the fuck his name is. But yeah. These people teach that shit like a religion. It would be nice if I knew somebody with a boat, because I would fucking want to travel. I would leave Connecticut. If this guy's correct about the moon map being, if the moon is a map of our realm and he's correct, because like I was talking with the guy the other day, if you go to Europe from Connecticut, you got to go up north and over the pole to get to Europe. In the globe, they teach you got to go. That they go, if you live Connecticut, you're going to go east around in the ocean and go around that way, which ain't true. If you go that way, you're going to go straight out. You're not going to go around. So if that map's correct, I could leave Connecticut and go straight out, and I'll end up in these outer lands. But the military would stop me so quick. But I'd still give it a shot. Maybe I could get by them without them knowing. People say they got like detectors in the oceans. Nah, I don't think so. Just like they say they got atomic bombs. Think these people are dumb enough to atomic bomb? That shit would spread everywhere. What do y'all think about atomic bombs? Eric Dubé just made a really good video on them. Even though I've known some of that stuff and questioned it before he made that video. Everyone's got their own opinion on everything. I've come to accept it. What's going on here? Why aren't these pictures loading? Blockbuster. Remember Blockbuster? I used to work at Blockbuster. 1999. Oops. That's another thing I don't like about it. You tap the fucking thing lightly and it will put the thing up there. I had a good job at Blockbuster. It was a pretty good job. I can't complain. It was the easiest job too, man. The easiest fucking job ever. And I always got to watch movies earlier than anyone else. Wow, there are no non-fictional documents from the year 1830 describing underworld civilizations. But of course not. Why would there be? I hate the fucking internet sometimes. I just want to smash this shit and just fucking fuck something up. Circle jerk. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, what the fuck's going on my internet? It's the shit I'm talking about, man. Bro, if I find out this dude fucked my phone up, there's gonna be problems. I will fly to Toronto on my magic carpet. Oh. Jesus, why won't this work? Anyway, the Anunnaki cocky. Can't type nothing in here. Yeah. Yeah, the internet has become pretty boring, man. Like, I think they scrubbed this shit because it just repeats itself. Every website's the same shit. You could go 20 pages in, same thing, man. Over and over, the same pictures, the same. It's lame. That's why it's important to get to libraries now. And if you could find old books in the 1800s, and you could buy them, snatch them up, because that shit's going to be damn near extinct. Do. The Elamite world. Elam. Who's that? Oh, that's Elam. the Elamite. The Elamites. Amongst the civilizations to participate in the dynamic process of contact and interchange that gave rise to complex societies in the ancient Near East, Elam has remained one of the most obscure, at times languishing in the background of schoolery, inquiry. Who's fucking Elam? Elam. Elam or Elam? You got L in it. He's an Elamite. Fucking termites. Let's see. I don't care about no Babylonian Elamite. I put underworld civilizations and they give me shit like that. Yeah. Google sucks. Oh, I hate AI. There are no maps. How do you fucking know AI? It's the shit I mean, man. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. All right. Damn, I've been live an hour already. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mark. It's crazy, man. I think they're scrubbing a lot of shit, man, and I should have fucking downloaded a lot of different stuff. That's why I save pictures like I do. Because one day they're here, and the next day they might be gone. I think they're realizing people are waking up too fast to these like giant tree stumps and just other things. The architecture, like the truth's always been in our face. It's called architecture, right? Creating arcs of energy. There's just so much that's been in our face. But yeah, I think this fake alien invasion is going to come very soon. That's why they're pushing all this bullshit with fucking aliens so much. People love that fake ass shit. Wow. Aliens. What up, Mind's Eye? Aliens are funny, man. Like people. Now, I'm not saying there isn't like other creatures or genetic modification going on, but as far as coming from other planets, nah. Coming from other lands, okay. Or even underground. I'm gonna go hiking probably this week. I was like, fuck it. Because I just want to find some caves. I'm amped up. The only downfall of this, I don't got no one to go with me. I'm going to go by myself. So if you don't hear from me in over a week, Chuck is gone. Chuck Eaton Cave. Chuck Eaton Cave. I'm cave dwelling. Is it cave dwelling or quave dwelling? What do you guys think about the moon turning copper colored? I've hearing a lot of fucking theories on this of why the moon's turning copper colored. They say Jesus is returning. That's why it's turning copper. That the moon is, that this event is getting closer to happening, this big event. Which I'm not like denouncing that. I think something's coming. There's either the government creates resets and there's a natural reset too. I think there's both. Because they're spraying the sky so much, you know, maybe the more they spray, it's creating pressure in the firmament. I was thinking about that. You know, they're trying to speed this shit up. They got their underground bases, and I ain't talking like 6 feet underground. I'm talking 10 miles underground. Or no, not 10. What's the furthest they've drilled? And then they couldn't get no further. Was it 7 miles? So yeah, even 5 miles is far underground. People, 5 miles is real far. Phil? Who knows where Phil is? Those people don't show me no love. Phil Nye, the science guy. They got their own cult. And I'm not in it. Cultivate. Cultivate. Don't hate, cultivate. Let's see. I'm gonna change this now. How do I do this? Like this. Boop. See, why can't I just switch off the picture? I don't get it. It doesn't let me just turn it off. No. Why can't I just turn this off? This is weird. It's like, now I can't erase this show? What the fuck, dude? Anyway, I'll just leave it like that. It won't let me fucking erase this picture now. It don't let you like click off it. Wow. This is wild, man. This is the only downfall now, is I can't click off the picture. This is fucking crazy. What if I do this? Oh. Well, well, well. Oh, no. It's gonna do this now. Yeah, that's because I didn't fucking... I didn't... Here we go with this bullshit now. There we go. I'll have to settle like that. Peace to Colonial Manning. Anyone wants to come up? What time? It's been 1 hour and 10 minutes. My mic is muted. Oh, it ain't. Bush talks about weapons of mass destruction, while his mouth spews out weapons of... He's the weapon of mass deception. The only greatest weapon is the television. That's the worst weapon ever. It could be used for good things, but it's not. It's pumping out terrible frequencies. I've looked at a lot of Apple products are terrible. And I think these Bluetooth devices could do a lot of things to your brain, including put voices in your head, probably listen to your thoughts. Imagine that shit. Man, they already talk about technology that could convict you of a crime before you even commit it by just thinking it. These people are going way too far. And if we keep turning our cheek and letting it slide, it's just going to get worse and worse. And it blows my mind sometimes. You know, people got to like explain to me how turning your cheek and just worrying about yourself is going to solve the problem, because they're parasites. It's just going to get worse. You could ignore them all you want. You're still going to do their agenda and kill people and poison us and do all this stuff. So I would like to know how this is all supposed to get better if we don't do something about it. I need some wormwood. That's what I need. I've been trying to find some good wormwood from the black walnut shells, but I don't want no bullshit either. You know, it's a gamble buying shit off the internet. You don't know what you're gonna fucking get. Who's MC Kentucky? I don't know who that is. Oh, okay. I know who that is.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
I figured it out when I seen the Kentucky. I said, okay.
There you go. Who's up here with us? Or are you screen sharing?
No, I was just screen sharing.
Oh, okay. You said something a second ago about let me turn me down just a little bit here. You said something a few minutes ago about reading our thoughts or whatnot. Did I hear you wrong?
Yeah, they got technology that could read our thoughts if we even think of committing a crime. You know, they want to stop us from committing crimes as we think it before we even act.
You know, I've often thought about that, my friend, and I'm not sure that they can't read our thoughts. I believe the only way they can do that is if we speak those thoughts into existence. Just thinking them and keeping your mouth shut, because loose lips is what sinks battleships.
That's true. I like that other saying too. You know, the fish only gets caught when it opens its mouth. And I love that saying.
That's right. But you know, I've come in my journey to realize just that. You know what? Everybody, and I'm kind of glad it's you, Charles, because you see, to me, now you seem to be the one out here with an open mind. And it's hard to have conversations on panels. They constantly get interrupted and most times end up going nowhere but to the drama scene. But I've come to realize at soon to be 57 years old, all these people in the world, and I'm not knocking nobody by no means. I just want to try to get them to think for just 1 second.
I'm in the same boat.
We've all been monitored from day one, and they've all said that all of this public service is in good faith in this higher creation of this supreme being, right? So it would make sense, because as a father, I know when I would used to leave my children with a babysitter that I would set some things in motion to make sure that while my wife and I were gone, that we knew there wasn't no shady shit. So why wouldn't the military that's supposed to be acting in good faith, do you think they would have done the same thing? No?
I don't even think the military is here to protect us. It's there to protect the rich and the politicians, because there's tons of domestic terrorism going on right now with Bush and all them. They didn't fucking.
Well, let me touch on something. Where do you think these militaries come from? It starts with the thought, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, now if they got a hold of your thoughts and fucked all those thoughts up, could you handle your position in that military and protect that post? No, you'd be all over the place, and then they would come in and take over that post.
Hell yeah. That's why they listen to our phone calls and they
So
look at
is
our
the Air
email.
Force all of these thoughts coming out of people's mouths, speaking this shit into existence, and the ones that are monitoring everybody is using all of that against you and advertising everything
Huh.
because they don't want us to come together, slow down the conversations, and start thinking from a firm foundation of clear cognizance.
They want us in the state of fear. And they want, well, it's working because pretty much they're always selling the package. It's for your own safety, it's for your own good, but they don't give two flying fucks about no one's safety or any of that. There's
Do me a
cameras up
favor.
on every corner.
You seem to be a straight guy. Can you pull up and screen share on this screen you're sharing and go to Georgetown College?
Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna go to my laptop. I'm gonna switch over. Let me save this. All right. Oops. Let's see. Restream. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, could you see Georgetown College in Wikipedia?
Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm just
Okay.
signing in on my laptop. See if it works. Because I can't share on my phone. Only with a laptop.
Yeah.
I guess. Maybe this is different. Let's see.
Let me
All right.
minimize this. Let me see if maybe I'll be able to pull it up. Maybe. My shit don't lag. They shadow ban the fuck out of me. We still here? Yeah, it's lagging the shit out of me. What the hell? Oh, he went out. maybe it wasn't me. Let me. There he is.
All right, now let's see. Oh, I could share. All right, you want Georgetown University?
Georgetown College in Wikipedia.
All right, hold on. Damn, my stomach growling. All right, let me see this.
Pull up the one from that's Wikipedia. I believe it's that top
Alright,
one there, ain't it?
Let me see if I can get rid of this picture here. See, it's not. I want to get rid of. I want to set this up different. Let's see. Can I do it this way?
There you go.
There we
Click
go.
on that. Click on that first one. They scroll down just a little bit. You see where Georgetown College is a. Let me pull mine up so I can stay focused here. It says Georgetown College is a private Christian liberal arts college in Georgetown. Scroll back to the top just a little.
Oh, right here.
Yes. Now, get rid of that. And each one of those words that are in blue, you can click on. So click on private.
Oh.
You can click it to, I guess, double to open it up. There you go. Now that'll tell you what the private means. It's basically a higher education owned or institutionally funded by governments. Now go back.
It says it's not operated, owned, or institutionally funded. Okay.
However, now go back. You can
break.
go back through this later for yourself to figure it all out. Now click on Christian. Is an educational institution or part of an educational institute dedicated to the integration of Christian faith and learning. Bible college, liberal arts, the typical colleges. So basically what I'm getting at here is the curriculum and the teachings, how we teach the men and women to build these families with all these children. So back up, go back again. And now go to liberal arts and it'll tell you what, or liberal, and it'll tell you what that's referring to. This even gets down, talks about how one's individually held to their own standards of that so-called higher being.
Emphasis on undergraduate study. So liberal, that's like the same as they put liberal in there because it's the same as the far left, right?
Yeah, I mean, everything has multiple meanings. The English language is not a language, it's an art. So, well, only thing I'm saying is, here's my take on it, Charles, because I know you seem to be interested from a spiritual aspect, which is because I'm not a religious guy, but I do have a faith that, hey, you do good things are going to come, and nobody, there shouldn't be any harm. And from those standpoints, everything is set up properly. It's just the management of it. And that management is all these men and women believe a certain way that sets aside all of that faith they have about the no harm. And all of a sudden, those faiths and beliefs get set aside when there's money involved. You fucked up. And that's basically what's been done. That's why in 2020, most folks were living off of the tit of corporate America, right? The corporate paycheck, the time clock, giving your time to another man. And then the small portion of the non-essential small business guys like myself that they shut down in 2020 that wasn't sucking off of the corporate tit.
Huh.
So if everybody believes in this higher creation, why do we all think it's okay for all these people to struggle? And where everybody acts all high and mighty and righteous up on their fucking thrones of money, but they ain't got one fucking thing that they can say that they done for that higher creation in humanity to earn that fucking money. That's just the way it is, folks. We've all been lied to. You've been taught to be deceitful and to pick and choose and to discredit certain individuals in the community because they'll make your Mercedes look dull. Y'all need to drop down on your knees to your children because they're going to ask you very soon, what part did you play in all this? Did you go on and take the money and run?
Huh.
Or did you stand up for good faith even after they took all your money, took all your family, took all your community, took all your friends? What did you do?
Take this off.
And I think that's coming.
So do I.
Because it has all been written down correctly. They just haven't
I think it's in
followed
process
it
right now.
properly.
Well, why can't I take Wormwood is getting cheaper? Well, let me take that off.
See, if there's any orders, Charles, wouldn't you think, and from a military standpoint, right? Even a family standpoint, even a business standpoint, if there was any orders handed down, wouldn't it have already been in order? Come on. Come on.
Sophia, what background noise is that from the TV? I think it's already happening. We already can't own land. We just lease it. All the jobs, all the mom and pop shops that I remember growing up, family-owned businesses, the so-called
You
American,
know why that is?
gone.
You know why that is?
Because that was part of their plan from this beginning.
Well, we can continue to blame other people all we want to, but when you don't even own your own thoughts, there's not much value there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I blame self always first. I choose to continue to
Look up Bertrand Russell.
Play a part in this system. How do you spell it? Bertrand
B-E-
Russell?
Yeah, Bertrand.
British
Russell.
philosopher.
Yep, there he is.
Where's
Let's
Wiki-
scroll down and see what that dude's all about. Now, he was a philosopher, logician, mathematician, and public intellectual.
Come on. This shit's going so slow. He's the third Earl Russell. Bertrand or Bertrand.
Now that
Arthur
where
William.
it talks about set theory. I wonder what that set theory is all about. Would that be those orders if they were handed down? There was already order theory.
A set theory is the branch of mathematical logic that studies sets, which can be informally described as collections of objects. Although objects of any kind can be collected into a set theory, as a branch of mathematics, is mostly concerned with those that are relevant to mathematics as a whole. That said a whole bunch of nothing. And that's the Vesica Pisces right there.
Who's controlling all of those thoughts?
A theory is just a theory is like
well, what's
it's
a
just
public
a thought.
intellectual? Well, here, no. See that OM up there? That stands for Order of Merit. You see that FRS? That stands for Federal Reserve System as well. Now, I'll know it's not that there, but when you go to allacronyms.com, you can look it up. It also is the Federal Reserve System, which coincides with this good faith acts. Remember what Ronald Reagan said? They won't get us by coming across our borders. The only way they'll take us down is from the inside. It's all the people, our family members that are in these leadership roles have sold your fucking asses out. And they've done it with the drugs and the manipulation of AI and animation to keep the chaos going so you can't have any conversation to come in any unity because they just want you fighting and arguing so they
How do
can
we
continue
defeat
to
these people?
steal your children's futures.
How do you think we could defeat this without raging war on them?
I think myself personally,
Yeah.
I believe what's coming can't be stopped. So I don't think you got to do anything except be the change you wish to see. Because those actions of one individual self is what will be measured. Not what somebody said about those individuals, but those actions of those individuals. So everybody, they all say they believe in this higher power. Well, we're about to see, because they all, all these people out here continuing all this divide seems to go against any of that good faith acts.
I've tried to bring people together, but people's differences are what's holding people back. They can't accept the fact that life is about being different. That's why no one looks the same. No one's voice is the same. We're meant to be different, but people just want to argue over their differences instead of looking at the bigger picture.
Right, but the instructions are there. if they're reading all of these instructions, and I mean instructions can come from a governmental setting, right? With all of these signatures attached to them. Those instructions, if you're reading those instructions, and that spirit of good faith and fair practices don't supersede in that signature, you're fucked. You're stealing from the house, you little lying piece of garbage. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
You're lying. You're stealing from the house. Because those resources of the land is, in fact, the checkbook. Now, how
only
all of those
house-
resources are divvied up and tallied up and all of this advancement forward for life is done, that's what's measured. That's that merit. That's what'll be measured.
The only
Not what
house.
you said, but what you did. And
The only
nobody
house
is
God
going to get
dwells in
around
is
it.
you.
Huh?
I said the only house God dwells in is you, me,
That's it.
not
People,
these man-made buildings.
right. The best advice I could give anybody is to go further in, get away from the outside. It's a jungle out there. It's a war zone.
For sure. People be
Think
like,
about
World
this.
War III, World War III. We've been at war since we were born.
Right. They say your word is your bond.
I used to think,
I'm gonna
well, I
hold
used to
you to
believe
it.
that too. Hey, Anna K, A to Z, Jay Heighton. Who else came in? Canna Dummy. Oh, there's a couple more. Old, I don't know who Old Master is, but and Sophia
I'll be
Daisy
right
May.
back. I'm gonna fix me a cup of coffee.
Sophia, I don't. You're talking about the background noise. It grates on my nerves. I don't know what background noise. I live in the city, so it's kind of I can't really block out that noise. Yeah, I don't. I don't know why people fear the government. Like, I think a lot of shit they say is fallacy, man, to keep people in fear. Like, they got the most atomic bombs. I ain't buying that shit. I don't know. These people are cowards, and they pay people to fight their wars. And they don't even pay the military good either. They treat them like shit. As soon as they're done fighting their wars, they throw them to the fucking trash. But people fear the truth because they don't want to change. It's true. I never feared the truth. The truth does hurt though in the beginning. I remember when I first started really going down what we call a so-called rabbit hole. A lot of it was hard to not accept but deal with. But now it's not so hard to deal with. It's more or less, what do I do? Yeah, I just don't like. Maybe when I buy my my subscription to this, I'll be able to click off these pictures. I don't know why it's not letting me. I can't like choose to put them on or off. It's weird. I should be able to. Rename, copy, paste, duplicate. I could do everything but turn it off. I have to erase all the pictures to literally turn it off. This is crazy, man. Why did it change like that? So how about I don't want it like this? It keeps changing my thing. Like, stay here. I put that like that for a reason. And it did it again. I think it's like NASA. They make me laugh, man. NASA. How like they showed that fake ass CGI video of that thing supposedly landing on Mars. It looks so fake, but yet people are clapping and cheering. Woo! We did it, guys! Oh my god, man. They're good actors, though. Like, we've blown away people. Thank God for people who look at all those videos and really pay attention to all the stuff in the CGI that pretty much like malfunctions. Thank God for them people. It takes hours and hours and hours of watching hours of video to find that stuff. If it wasn't for them, NASA's been destroyed and torn down by so-called truthers, but yet people just don't want to accept the fact they were bamboozled. I gotta get a microphone. That's the problem with my music, is I need a better microphone. I gotta invest in the microphone, and I'm gonna get a sampler. But I've been able to do some magic with BandLab. I should have some new music coming out either today or tomorrow. I'm trying to steer away from negativity in my rhymes. I really don't care if people, like Prodigy would say, he didn't want to steer away his fans, and I get it, because in that it's about money. But I'm not about money in my lyrics or making money. I mean, I'm about trying to open people's eyes. Steer them away from the mass deception that's going on.
That deception plagues the world, my friend. It's crazy.
It is. Trying to read some of the chat here. Andy K says, I do my best to encourage communities and neighborliness, though to most it's alien to them. Yeah. Because they put people into a me mind state. Mm-hmm. You know, they say it's a dog-eat-dog world when it really don't have to be. It's all about how you make it.
Well, you know what
I say, dog-eat-dog world because people choose to live like that.
Yeah, and that's I think that's an interesting point, because it's going to touch on what I said or I'm about to say. You know, you take for these people that are eager out here to provide for their families with their trade, whatever that may be, right? Let's just, the money and profits, same thing, right? So if all of those eager people that are out here creating these jobs for other people, well, without that type of creativity, where would anything be? So
True.
all of those people that are sucking off of the government's tit are sucking off of those creators that have created a lot of this stuff and have been cheated out of it and kicked the hell out. That day's over. People are waking up to the fact that they've been used. And think about it. If I'm sitting here thinking about a invention or not even an invention, a business plan, an ideal that I have, and I shared it in a phone conversation with somebody, but yet the top dogs in military are listening and monitoring everything. So now they take that business ideal that I had, and next thing you know, boom, here they are. So they've been listening to all your children and their creativity that most folks ignored in their children. That's why they're black sheeps, right? It's insane. The war is on the mind. That's it. That's where the war's at. That's where all the warring's going on.
In the mind.
Yes. And now think, if these people aren't balanced in that mindset, that they will just snap and hurt somebody from an egotistic, narcissistic standpoint, well, how valuable is that to leadership in protecting?
You could keep
those
talking. I
children's
just gotta go
futures?
use the bathroom real quick. Just give me like 1
Yeah.
second.
No problem. So, I mean, it's like everybody in the chat here. I don't know any of you guys personally, but to me, oppression is anything done to an individual that is unfair. And I'm going to stand against that. And that goes into the boy that crawled, the boy that cried wolf. These people out here sucking off of that tit, you've cried wolf way too many times. And you've actually helped them drive the getaway car with what you think and how you believe. These are just going to be the sad realities that people are going to wake up to when they start asking themselves, have they done everything they could do to protect their children? Have they been the decent mother or father, community member, brother, sister? Have they been the right individual? Or have they been a little egotistic and done some things to destroy people's lives just to make themselves look good? People, I believe there's going to be a huge wake-up call coming for those that want to act that way. I'm not sure too many of those people with creativity and could help feed our children in the community will be looking to bring you aboard to be a part of that success team. Your resume don't look too good.
All right. Man, I got these fruit flies in my house. I think I brought them home from the bananas. Them fuckers, man. They
Probably.
don't die for nothing. There's like 7,000 of them. They just multiply. I don't know how to get rid of them. I need some fly tape or something.
Yeah, I don't know how quick they multiply, but I know I was the dragonflies. I just learned something new the other day. Hell, a dragonfly only lives about 45 days tops. That'd be a hell of a life cycle, wouldn't it? 45 days.
A to Z, yeah. I've shown I found this one cosmology, because I've been looking into cosmology for the last 10, 11 years. And I found one, I think it's from India, if I'm not mistaken. And it was the only cosmology setup with the firmament, and it was a whole thing where they talked about the Titan trees that were here, for they were cut down. And it had the freaking vortex at the North Pole, which creates the tides. You know, it kind of reminds me of, we live on a, what are them things called? It reminds me of a fountain, the way, you know how fountains recycle water? It would trickle from the top of the mountain down and just keep recycling. I always wondered when it flooded and the ground cracked open and the water started coming up, because I wonder where all this water, and where did snow come from? Because I personally don't think snow has always been here. I think when they cut these Titan trees down, it fucked everything up. It's the remnants of these Titan tree stumps are everywhere. They got in South America. I've shown the mountain range, or what we call mountains. There's water that just keeps coming out, these waterfalls. It's never ending. It's just continuous amounts of water coming out of this mountain. Let me see if I can find the picture. It's in South America. I want to go there. It has hot springs. I've talked about it a million times. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta write down the name of this place. And you know what's odd about these government buildings? They're all in Latin. I was looking today in the Capitol, and everything carved into these big buildings is in Latin. I thought that was odd, considering no one came from Europe speaking Latin.
Well, and I you know, I'm not saying I know why that is. I would just assume that because there's different meanings based on what part of the world it comes from. You see, and that's what they've done with the English language, is been able to create spells just on that aspect. See, look at that. What was we looking up? That FRS, it said, what did it say? Something Royal Society.
Yeah.
Well, here in America, that's your Federal Reserve System. Same acronym, just a different meaning. Like Duke. Duke means highest spiritual ranking. Leader. To lead.
All right, I had to save this. Oop. All right, now.
Colonel is COL, means it's something to do with basically beside, stand together type shit. It's building, right? COL, and Colonel, I forget what the second part of that means, but because I just looked it up myself not long ago, but earlier today, and I forget what the other part of the word means, but it's all about leading. And think about it, you had these colonels and these world wars and all of this shit, and then you got Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah,
You know, all of, well, these words mean something.
Colonel Sanders. I don't know if I could eat fried chicken after what I learned about that stuff.
Right. Right. Well, think about that. Most of the chickens you eat are hens, right?
Shit.
For all
Yeah,
those
dude.
beta cooks, for all those beta cooks out there, most of the chickens you eat are hens.
Damn it, it won't let me fucking get rid of this thing.
We fucking all been brainwashed. It's some choose to come out of it, and others just continue to chase that tail on that rat wheel.
I gotta do this over. Alright. I hope this alright, here we go. So this is the place I was talking about. It's Mount Roraima. It's in Venezuela, in Brazil, between. And look at this beauty. This is to me, this is either a tree stump or it used to be something else, some sort of structure. But I mean, that water never stops flowing. It's coming from underground somehow. Either these giants had the technological advancement of plumbing, or because I've seen people cut regular trees and water would come pouring up from underneath. But yeah, Mount Roraima was the destination for the award-winning television documentary The Real Lost World. Yeah, we don't care about that, but let's read what it says up here. Mount Roraima was visited by the English explorer Sir Walter Raleigh in 1596. Its sheer cliff rises up on the border between Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, and it's one of the oldest geological formations on Earth. See, they need to stop doing that. They don't know it's 2 billion years old. Like, come on. These people are funny.
Well, that's what keeps the divide going, right? It keeps everybody's eyes and focus on something other than something valuable, like their children's futures and their grandchildren's futures.
I need to copy this. I'm going to find out where this
It looks
came
like a pretty cool place, though.
Yeah, I want to go there. You could take a helicopter up there. I was reading about it. And you take the helicopter, I think it comes back. There's no other way down. Once you're up there, you're up there. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a week you could go. It has hot water springs up there. They put a little cabin. Let me see if I can find more on it. But I have more pictures that prove there is these trees that went way up into the sky. I've even read about the Australian ancestors talk about meeting the star people halfway up these trees, these titan trees that used to exist. I think there's land above our heads too. If you look at old Norse cosmology, that's all they have in their cosmology is titan trees. That's why it's called a country. And the word country means council of the tree. When you look it up in etymology. Council of what tree? Right? That's a... Hey. Let's see. There's got to be more. If this is it. It's pretty boring. Hey.
Wonder how tall that place is there. That looks pretty cool.
No. I'm gonna copy.
I mean, from the top down to where the top of the trees are on that lower level. I wonder what that height is there. Doesn't matter, but
we're going to find out more about this place. Mount is a massive tabletop mountain. Since when does nature create tabletop mountains? Yeah.
Well, think about this. As far as, they're all talking energy, and, we're saying how we're more energy efficient now. Well, what is that energy? Is that your time, energy, and attention, and the focus that you're putting on something? Is it protecting the house, or is it just off, patting other men and women on their asses? Hell yeah, having a good time while the fucking house is burning down. So,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? So if they would use these platforms appropriately and to bring people together through education and good faith, well, holy fuck, if you focused all that energy and attention in one direction, those grandchildren's futures, boy, it wouldn't take long to secure that now, would it? Who's ready?
A lot of people like the fantasy over the reality. If you ever notice, NASA shows nothing but cartoons. It's almost like they want to keep us in a childlike mind state with cartoons and theories and fallacy.
NASA and NSA, the only thing that stands for is never a fucking straight answer.
I said, not another stupid asshole. I made that one up. There's tons of come on,
Never a fucking straight answer.
Yeah, that's the best one I've heard. Never a straight answer. Come on, man. Why won't it let me go in on the map here?
I'm sorry, if you're in some sort of public service and some leadership role, by God, you should drop whatever the hell you're doing if somebody from that community comes to you with a concern.
It's not like
Who's putting these people in the office? Who's putting these people in their positions, voters? Come on. We've been sold out by our own families.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
This is the top of the mountain or tree stump or whatever it used to be. Shit's above the clouds. Wow.
Oh,
Let's look at the ground. That sucks. They don't show the waterfalls.
well, that's probably on the top, isn't it? So where does I guess all that water's coming from where?
I don't know.
The atmosphere?
I think it's coming from underground. I wish I could walk on this thing.
Because I seen the water pouring out of the sides and all that, but
Doesn't let me
that
move
whole
around.
top is flat. What's holding all that water? Where's it? I mean,
It's coming from underneath somehow. See, it don't let me walk around.
it's afraid you might walk off on them clouds right there and get hurt.
I don't know.
You know, you ain't allowed to control your own mind. You know, you got to do what Big Brother says.
Street view, photo path, photosphere. Click highlighted areas. No, I just want to go down. I mean, how hard is this? Oh well, I tried. Ah, okay. How about transit? We try transit? Come on. All right, traffic. We try traffic. No? All right. Fuck it. That sucked. Let me switch back over to my phone. Let's see. I'll let it charge a little more. Let's see what's going on in the chat. What's up, Knowledge Uprising? Hey, you still in here, Knowledge? What's up, Lucid? Disney has a lot of deception. Peace to Quentin Emerson. What's up, Copper Tone?
I wonder why my chat's not keeping up. You have any clue? The last one I see is you posted or something. Well, the link in peace. That's what I seen the last.
Wow, that was in the beginning.
In the chat. That was in the chat, but I don't even. I can scroll all the way up, but
I'm still trying to learn some of this myself. Like, I can't figure out how to get rid of this picture with just us up here. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. I see what it is. I had that bar all the way down, so the chat goes to the top, not the bottom.
Oh.
Yep. Somebody just posted or soft disclosure. Lucid. Yep. The new one is at the top, not at the bottom on the chat log.
Yeah. Yeah, Montana, a lot of these continents had giants on them. Especially Patagonia in South America. That's about where that mountain, that tree stump or whatever it is that I just showed, it's around there. That's near so-called Antarctica. And the crazy thing about maps, these old maps say Antarctica was the land of fuego, which was the land of fire. And now all of a sudden it's all ice. So that means it was warm down there. But even South Africa, how is South Africa near Antarctica? When you look at South Africa, it's deserts. Like, common sense shows that these people are full of shit with their maps and fucking. It doesn't snow in South Africa. Maybe in a mountain it will. But for the most part, it's all desert. I have to work on my music in a little while. What time is it? I wanted to see if Knowledge Uprising does beats. I want to get a beat, man. A beat. I want to make my own fucking beats. People should go listen to Knowledge Uprising's new song. As a matter of fact, I should post a link.
Music plays a big role, and also how they done it. Music's very important.
Yeah, people don't realize sound changes the molecular
Yep.
structure, and that's why you cry in movies. It's because of the sound is making you cry. They can make you laugh. They could make you have fear. They could make a lot of things, but just frequency and sound is very powerful. And I've come to the conclusion when you're in the womb, you're growing like a cymatic because in the womb you're under. I don't know if it's the mother's frequency or if you're taking shape of an outside. It has to be the mother's frequency. And how you take shape in the womb too. Besides memory in the seed that's planted, also frequency plays a part.
Where that sound starts, that's where the beginning of life starts.
Anna, the songs I have are in my playlist. You'll see it'll say my rhymes, I think. We got a new video. Hold on. I'm gonna have to download your video. How long is it? True. Mind's Eye said laughing is the positive side of crying. Yeah, a lot of times I laugh when I'm angry or sad because I don't want to cry or get mad. So I'll laugh it off. And it works. Sometimes. How long is that video, Lucid? I'd rather download it and play it than share it because it's going to eat up my... I have unlimited everything on my phone, but yet my hotspot isn't unlimited. They make me pay. I only get a certain amount of hotspot, which is fucking stupid. How is it unlimited everything, but my hotspot isn't unlimited? I'll drop the link, Anna, so it'd be easier. I'm working on newer music too. I'm trying to get a lot of people from the community on this so-called album. I already got Sir Drop, Hurricane. I'm about to have Lucid. I got Renegade One. He's gonna play instruments and stuff and beats. Renegade One was also a DJ for a long time. He's rooted deep in hip hop. I'm probably gonna use a few people for some interludes from their channel. But yeah, for the most part, I want this album to be everyone from the community or so-called community, you know. I reached out to a couple other people, but I haven't heard nothing back, so. And I didn't know Knowledge Uprising spit rhymes like that. And there's somebody else too that makes, I think it's Dangerous Minds, his name. He's real good. I think that's his name. So I can only have 6 guests up here? That's stupid. Well, I'll be paying for this real soon. I just want to make sure StreamYard don't take no more money. I canceled my account with them shitholes. If they take money, I'm going to sue them. Yeah, I've probably seen the video too. I watch your stuff, Lucid. How long is it? If it ain't real long, I'll just play it. Let me see.
All right, man. I got a couple things I got to get done.
Oops.
I don't know how long you'll be live, but maybe we'll
Yeah,
catch
thanks
again.
for coming by.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you having me.
Same. Have a good day, man. I'll catch you next time.
Take care, everybody in the chat. I wish everybody well.
Yeah, I have a lot of. I wouldn't mind trying to get Knowledge Uprising on it too, but we'll see. We'll see. I have a lot of creative ideas. The problem is I don't have equipment, but I work with what I have. Actually, BandLab is pretty damn good. You could do a lot with BandLab. I just can't. I need something better to create beats. I'm not too savvy with creating beats on a computer. You know how people create beats on a computer instead of using a drum pad and stuff? Shit, I gotta switch to my phone. Let me see this video first by Lucid. Bigfoot, what you gonna do when Bigfoot steps on you? Shit, I gotta switch.
Conflict, purpose of life, to realize our true nature, to awaken and to align attention with this truth.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna download it and do it that way. What the fuck? All right, I gotta switch over. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm uploading this. This is some Lucid. Let's see if it's gonna play.
At the heart of everything you've been exploring is the understanding that consciousness is the foundational reality and that human experience is a reflection of awareness. Truth. The ultimate truth is oneness. Everything is interconnected. All is source. All is you in different expressions. Illusion. Separation, fear, and ego create the appearance of duality and conflict. Purpose of life, to realize our true nature, to awaken and to align intention with this truth. To human perception and the collective soul. You've repeatedly emphasized that humans are both individual and collective. Each person is a unique expression of the one, but consciousness is tuning itself collectively. This leads to bifurcation. People naturally choose between paths, either aligning with unity,
Connection, love, care,
or separateness.
ego, fear, control.
Those who choose unity amplify collective awakening,
Like the 100 monkey effect.
while those choosing separateness reinforce the illusion of division. 3 tools of control in the matrix through our discussions. The Saturn Moon Matrix, the Bible narratives, societal hierarchies, and even mainstream science are viewed as systems designed to maintain separateness, fear, and control. Control works by masking truth, limiting awareness, and reinforcing ego-based identity. Symbols like Jesus, Satan, and archons can be interpreted not just literally, but as archetypes of consciousness, representing the ongoing tension between unity and separation. 4 spiritual frameworks in alignment. You've drawn parallels across religions and philosophies. Hinduism, moksha, Satya Yuga, liberation through realization of oneness and surrender of ego. Judaism, Christianity, truth is embedded in narrative but often veiled by dogma. Awakening requires personal discernment. Satanism, dualistic paths can symbolize awareness of shadow and the choice to embrace or reject separation. Modern texts
Celestine prophecy, and prophecy.
point toward collective awakening and the unveiling of hidden truth. T principle. Alignment with truth is not about belief. It's about choice and action, intention and awareness. 5, the gift and challenge of human life. Life is a gift and opportunity to experience growth, joy, pain, and expansion. Humans confront internal struggle
Ego versus higher self.
and external struggle.
Systems of control.
This is where bifurcation becomes visible. Every action either reinforces unity
Sparking love.
or separateness.
Sparking love. Conscious creation.
6, bifurcation of humanity.
Interest control.
This is the central theme you asked about. Unity you pass, people recognize the interconnectedness of all, act with authentic care and align with higher consciousness. These people are awake or awakening. Separating this path, people remain trapped in fear, ego, and control structures, reinforcing cycles of division and illusion. Outcome. This bifurcation is not punitive. It is natural consciousness response to choice. Alignment with truth expands freedom, love, and collective harmony. Alignment with separation reinforces limitation, conflict, and decay. Role of the individual. By choosing unity consciously, you become an anchor for others, helping the collective consciousness ascend. 7 mechanisms of awakening. Intentional living. recognizing that mind is the universe and that your choices create reality. Embodiment of truth, acting, speaking, and creating from awareness rather than fear or ego. And relation, harmonizing shadow and light, personal truth and collective purpose. Creative expression, music, art, writing, and testimony become tools to awaken others and solidify personal alignment. 8th summary statement. In essence, everything you've explored boils down to truth is unity, awareness is the key, choice bifurcates reality. Those aligned with unity amplify consciousness. Those aligned with separation reinforce illusion. The human experience is the testing ground for alignment through intention, action, and reflection.
This is why the bifurcation isn't just metaphorical. It is the living, breathing experience of conscious selves. It's self-responding to choice.